What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Movies and video games and comic books, TV shows. And right now I'd like to give you guys my review of the new Netflix short called Canvas. Now, I'll say this one really got me in the feels. Now, Netflix is kind of on a roll. Actually, shorts are kind of on a roll right now. If you'll remember, a few weeks ago I put up the my thoughts on the short, if something happens, I love you, and that one just hit me in the feels, especially as somebody who has little kids. You know, I have little kids. That really hit me in the feels. And then a couple days later, Disney put out a short called From Our Family to Yours. Now, that was not anywhere near the quality of the Netflix short, If Anything Happens, I Love You. But it still kind of had that poignant, hit me in the feels type stuff. And now this one, also from Netflix, it was just, whoa. I mean, I really like this one. I like this one better than the If Anything Happens, I Love You short. This one just knocked me out of the water. And with an old man, he's definitely in his twilight years, and he's mostly wheelchair bound, and he's lost his wife, and she's passed on, and he is having a hard time finding that creative spark. He's having a hard time painting, getting that creative spark going, and and again, just like the other two, there's no dialogue in this. It's all music, all action, and it's all sound effects, and the way that they tell these stories with no dialogue, it's just it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And this one was done very, very, very effectively. Just the expression on his face. Now the other one, If Anything Happens, I Love You, it was also very effective, but it was very minimal. Right? It was mostly sketch animation, but this was full-blown computer animated, every bit as quality animation as something that Pixar would put out. I mean, it was that solid. And expression, the movements, the defeated posture. There's just so much about this movie that was perfect as far as telling a story through movement, telling a story through facial expression. Let's kind of look at some of this here. Got to get my pretty face out of the way, of course. So yeah, I mean, this is that front picture that I had, but here you can see, I mean, this is every bit as quality as Pixar, as far as the design, the way that they look, and it even reminds me a lot of Pixar as far as the eyes are concerned, and some of the edges, the way that they're kind of rounded out. I mean, all of it just looks very Pixar-esque to me, and I love it. I think it's great because Pixar is the top of the animation game, and I love to see Netflix kind of breaking into that and having some excellent animation of their own. And this movie was just, it was only 9 minutes long, but it was very sweet. Yeah, I already talked about this. A couple of weeks ago I put up my If Anything Happens, I Love You, and there's a lot of comparisons there as far as how it can make you feel. Here's the little girl who's kind of the star of it, and this is about the old man kind of getting his creative spark back through his relationship with his daughter and his granddaughter, and it was just beautiful seeing him kind of come from a place where he was defeated and life was over, to a place where he has new purpose, and they did all this in a 9 minute span. It was wonderful. It reminds me of that scene from Indiana Jones where he says that we've reached a point in our life where life stops giving and it starts taking. Well, life never stops giving. Life never stops giving, and Indiana Jones learned that in the fourth Indiana Jones movie, which wasn't very good, but that was a good part of that. And this man learns that in this short, that life never stops giving if you're just willing to open up your eyes and see what life is willing to give you. So yeah, painter, he finally gets that creative spark back through those relationships. I love this. I thought it was excellent. Just very well done. Here's kind of the poster for it. I want to pause it there so you guys can see that. Notice the colors. The title there is I just love it. The title is, the way it's written is just kind of like it's painted on, and just the green kind of makes me think about like renewed life, right? Like it's time to start living again. Yeah, it sucks. I had this huge loss in my life and I'm never going to be the same. But now it's time to start living. And to me that's just beautiful. It's a beautiful sentiment. And I really hope that Netflix continues to put out more stuff like this, more shorts that 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 is meant to make us feel positive. I don't know what the last one was, but this one was definitely meant to make us feel positive. They don't have to make us feel positive. They just have to make us feel something, right? They have to elicit emotion and make us feel a certain way, remind us that we're alive and that we're supposed to be feeling. I loved it. Loved it. Thought it was great. Highly recommend it. I'm not going to really give it a grade. It's just a 9-minute long little short, but I definitely 100% recommend you checking this out. I thought it was wonderful. So, have you thought of this? Did you watch it? Let me know in the comments down below. Um, I'd love to have a conversation about this. Maybe you found some nuance in this that I missed. I'd love to see what you thought about it. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me here at the LQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.